Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 1st to the 15th, 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration, and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what energy we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. We have the Prince of Swords. So what's interesting about the Prince of Swords, especially during this time, is that we're coming out of Mercury retrograde, but we're also going into the post-shadow period. So which means that Mercury retrograde will still have a bit of a hold on us, and a lot of things that we have learned from Mercury retrograde will be coming forward, and we'll be kind of maybe even a bit confused about things, maybe feeling a bit frustrated. I don't know, sometimes the post-shadow period, I kind of view it as kind of like having a hangover or not feeling very well. It just lingers with you, but you can't really pinpoint it, or, like you can pinpoint it, but you just have to kind of let it take its course. So here with the Prince of Swords, the energy to be mindful of is the lingering effects of regret, and also a feeling like everything needs to be moving a heck of a lot faster than it actually is. There can be frustration. There can also be sharp words. And Capricorn, we have to be very mindful as a very down-to-earth sign. When sharp words come into play with us, we can be astoundingly biting. We can get to the heart of the matter instantaneously and just kind of go for the jugular. So just be aware of this. We're also going to be very easily kind of swayed. Spirit is saying like kind of done in, taken advantage of, conned by people who say the right things at the exact right time, which, I mean, is just logical. We tend to want to hear what we want to hear as human beings, but this is going to be something a little bit more. It's going to come out of frustration. It's going to come out of, I want action now. I want things to move forward now. And so that's going to be that energy here that we have to be mindful of. It's a personal kind of just not feeling maybe as comfortable in our own skin and in our own choices as we would want to, but also a sense of, I want something more, and there needs to be more to this world, to life, to everything. So it's just antsiness. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. Well, I guess we do these two for the top. Okay, I love that. I love that combination for you. So we're crowned with the Queen of Pentacles. And why that's a really nice crowning for us is because we're represented by the Pentacles in the Minor Arcana. And we're also crowned with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is saying here, especially with the Queen of Pentacles, accompanying it, is that I need to move forward. I need to move forward for me. I want new doors to open. I want to see something new. There's a new role that we're stepping into. There's a new sense of power and prestige and determination and focus. With the Queen of Pentacles, there is also a sense of, I'm sowing these seeds and I want to see them grow. I want to see them, blossom into who I am or who I'm becoming. There's also an air of richness to us, an air of quality and distinction that's very much coming forward during this time. We may not see it in ourselves, most definitely, but other people will. Other people will definitely be taking note of it and being like, okay, Capricorn really does stand out, or Capricorn is a real quality person. So we're going to have that energy of power to us. Now, if we also have, I'm just seeing if we have Capricorn in our natal chart somewhere as well, not just in our rising, our sun sign, right? We have it in our rising, but we can also have it, that's coming out strongly, but we also have it in different aspects of our personality, like in our work ethic or in our creativity. There's a down to earth nature in us that's going to be coming forward during this time. And that's what we need. We want very much to almost run away from our responsibilities and everything that we have put on our shoulders. But there's going to be this down to earth sense of, okay, this is what I need to do. This is where I need to be. This is who I am. We can also kind of overindulge in certain things, and that's kind of where that energy of a hangover came through, where it's just kind of like I just want to escape. And so if I can escape, and the hangover doesn't have to be from drinking, it can be that we ate too many sweets, or we even exercise too much, and our body just feels really sore and out of sorts, and we're a little bit grouchy because of it. Anything that brings that attitude or that energy of grouchiness or not feeling in sorts with our body is going to be something we need to pay attention to during this time, because we can tend to overindulge in that way or overexpress ourselves in that way. So just be prepared for that. With the Seven of Cups, there's a dream that we have that's coming forward. We're going to have to be making choices with certain things. We're going to be looking at things in a much more open and honest way for ourselves. We're going to be asking questions. We're going to be seeing things a bit differently. But there is a real sense here of cleaning house, of decluttering, and it's within our own mind. It's also focusing on what's important to us. We're going to find that that focus is changing during this time from the 1st to the 15th. We have kind of bigger focus. We have more intensity coming forward. It leads us to the magician, and the magician is saying here that there is magic to us. And this is going to be a time where we need to embrace it. This is going to be a time where we find it hard to embrace, because the choices that we are making have us embracing our own gifts, but we're kind of so stuck in the rut and routine of the waking world that we're not seeing the gift that divinity is tapping us on the shoulder for and saying, this is for you. This is where you need to be. So God, source, spirit, however you see define the universe, is really coming in during this time and saying, Capricorn, stand out. Don't be a part of the crowd. Stand out. Let yourself embrace your gifts and embrace your talents and embrace the reason why you're here. And let that come from your own worth. Let that come from your own desires. Let that come from a radiance of power, and it's power and structure, but not in a domineering way. It's power and structure in a way that says, excuse me, I'm an authority. I am, I'm mightyful. I'm mightyful? Like, why is that? I'm mighty. I am fulfilling. I am, determined. And that's going to be what really starts to open up the doors. It's not going to be this brute force, kind of bully mentality that Spirit is saying we can kind of confuse it for. It's going to be a sense of, this is what I desire in my life. This is how I'm standing forward. This is what's, this is what's helping me. This is what's making me. And we're going to see that during this time, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but very, very necessary to look at what it is that has been gobbling up all our attention. We're really focusing on the waking world, but also the lacks, the kind of disappointments, the angers, the upsets, the feelings of frustration. And divinity is tapping you on the shoulder, Capricorn, and saying, hey, look over here. Hey, look at this bigger picture. Hey, I have a gift for you. The gift doesn't always feel like a gift. The gift could feel like, oh my gosh, it's one more weight put on my shoulder. It's one more thing that I have to worry about. It's one more thing that makes me angry because it's bringing forward the unknown. But the outcome is going to be quite extraordinary. And it's going to be heading us in a direction that really does have us stand out, that really does have us embrace what we love and what we want in our lives in a way that is shocking. This is a time where we're on the precipice of something bigger than we had anticipated. And there's a power to us, but we have to make that choice to take that power. We've been caught up in the nonsense of the world, as we tend to as human beings. But this is a time where we're starting to look at things and say, you know what? That's not where I want my focus. That's not what I want. This is where I desire to be. We want everything to happen tomorrow. Again, very human emotion coming forward. But there's a sense of frustration that can lead to chaos, that can lead to us making decisions that we will absolutely regret. But just think, in the moment, it's like, well, things are moving. And if it's moving, it means it's better. And that's not necessarily always going to be the case. it's heading in a direction, we need to make sure during this time it's the right direction and it's the place that we really want to be for ourselves. And looking at that bigger picture and embracing the bigger understanding is going to be so imperative. Now, our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Magician, which is hysterical because we have the Magician right here, which is claiming our power, claiming our might, and claiming our gifts that we were born with. But we're going to be looking at other people and saying, well, why can't I be like that? Or that's the way that success is, and I'm just not that way. And so there is a sense here of almost completely overlooking our own gifts, our own talents, because they're not aligned in the way that we think they should be. We are very much in a trap of practicality. And that's fine. We can tend to get that way, Capricorn. We're very practical. We like things to be practical. But this is going to be a time to let the whimsy forward, not to get completely taken in by it or taken in by chaos or, just completely overwhelmed. This is going to be a time where we see ourselves become more grounded in us. And we have to look at our gifts and honor our gifts and look at another person's gifts and say, yeah, I honor your gifts within you, but I'm not denouncing myself. And that's going to be very important. It moves us to our subconscious tarot energy, and that is the sun. And the sun is just radiance and brilliance and beauty. The sun is really, it's shining. Subconsciously, we see who we are and we shine. And we want to shine and we want to embrace our dreams and our desires and our prosperity and our sense of self and our beauty and our worth. We want to open up that door. The sun is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. Subconsciously, that's what we're striving for. We're like that plant striving for the sun. We want to let ourselves shine and to embrace that brilliance. And this is going to be a time where if we kind of quiet down the chaos of the world and what the rest of the world is saying, we can let our brilliance come forward. We can really be what we want to be. All right, Capricorn, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Capricorn, and may blessings and prosperity always be with you.